What's up? It's James from the CasualTryHardMTG podcast. It's Tuesday, so I'm here for some Tuesday Tomfoolery, where I play random, wild, constructed decks that I find out there on the internet. This week's a doozy. I don't know. I think I came across this list on Reddit. I don't remember what the author of the deck called it, but I'm going to call it Historic Horsemen. Anyone that's been playing for a while has probably heard of the Legacy 4 Horsemen deck, which is basically unplayable in tournament setting because it has a non-deterministic kill. The loop that it performs does not have the same result every time, so you can't just say, I'm going to perform this loop. In which case you have to actually perform the loop, and you will get hit with a slow play warning for not doing anything. This deck kind of operates the same way, although you do change the board state, so you don't have to worry about a slow play warning. Eventually you will rope out, though. This deck is kind of a mid-range deck with like a weird combo kill. Plays some cheap interaction, Fatal Push, Inquisition, Thoughtseize. And then the kind of engine for the deck is Goblin Trap Finder and Ominous Traveler. So Goblin Trap Finder, when it dies, you seek a creature card with mana value 3 or less. It gains haste. It costs 2 less generic mana to cast, and at the beginning of your end step, sacrifice that creature. Well, we only have 2 creature cards in the deck, Ominous Traveler and Goblin Trap Finder. So hopefully when the Trap Finder dies, we get Ominous Traveler. If not, we get another Trap Finder to try and hit Ominous Traveler. So Ominous Traveler is 2 generic to cast, and when it enters the battlefield, you draft a card from its spellbook. That card perpetually gains. You can spend mana or mana of any color to cast a spell, and when you cast the spell, you return Ominous Traveler to its owner's hand. Ominous Traveler perpetually costs 2 less because of Trap Finder, so it's free to cast. And I don't know, there we go. Some of the cards in the spellbook either cost 1 mana or 2 mana. Sifters, Spirit, Champion. So things like Ashnod's Altar can kind of turn those into free spells. So you can just keep looping Ominous Traveler, building up mana, using Shipwreck Sifters to try and find your Karn. Karn can go get a Aetherflux Reservoir out of the sideboard and kill that way. Or the Ominous Traveler can just make a whole bunch of zombies with Headless Rider. Every time a zombie dies, it makes a zombie. You can find a whole bunch of these. Every time one of your zombies dies, you might make 3 more zombies that help feed the engine with Ashnod's Altar. Also, you can make a giant Champion of the Perished there. Every time a zombie enters the battlefield, it gets a +1/+1 counter, so you can just make a huge Champion of the Perished. So a couple different ways to win. Fable of the Mirror Breaker, just a good card, lets you dig through your deck to find your pieces. Diabolic Intent lets you sacrifice your Goblin Trap Finders to go get an Ashnod's Altar or a Karn, and eventually you'll get the win. So hopefully you guys enjoy this. We'll catch you in a minute. Ooh, Mr. Muffleopagus. I think this will do the trick. It's a little slow because we got some tap lands, but I think we're going to go for it. Run out this Trap Finder next turn. What do you got going on? Thalia. Brutal Cathar. I think we take the Thalia? Sure, we'll take the Thalia. go get us an altar and pass the turn. Let's see if we can't get some of our loop here going. We'll grab the scab, I think, and then we'll pass the turn. Pass the turn? I guess we'll... run out the scab. Now we'll pass the turn. Brutal Cathar. Yep, that's fine. Does not matter. Here we go. Oh, let's see. Sacrifice the champion. Play the Archghoul. No, we kind of want that Karn. I don't know how we're ever going to draw it, but we'll figure that out. Another Headless Rider, sure. No, they're Headless Rider. This is how we get all the manas. Yeah, none of this stuff I really want, so we'll just go with this guy. Sacrifice a zombie. Cast the spirit. None of this stuff I really want either, but 1 mana gets us up on mana, so let's do that. Eventually, we're gonna find that Shipwreck Singer lets us. Here we go. Sifters. Make some Zambies. Play the Sifters. We'll discard the other Ominous Traveler. Don't need that where we're going. Ooh, another Headless Rider. All of the Headless Riders. ahead and play the Karn. Then we
I
will
have faced worse than the likes of you.
go get
I will not
Reservoir.
lose another friend.
Cast the Reservoir. Cast the Traveler. Get a champion. Get some mana. Make some zombies. Cast the champion. And Death Ray. And that's that. We got a Trap Finder and a way to two ways to sacrifice it. So we will be keeping this guy. And elves probably aren't going to interact with us much. So let's play a Trap Finder. And then I think I will claim the War Master. Make some mana with the War Master. Diabolic Intent, the Trap Finder. Ominous Traveler. We'll go get an Altar. And then ship the turn. Didn't really change the board a whole lot, but that was a very, very good turn for us, I think. Lots of setup going on there. I think I will claim this Archdruid. Sacrifice it for some manas. Play an Altar. And then pass the turn. Now we're pretty well set up to go off next turn, I think. Oh, how are we gonna do this? Really don't want to sacrifice that champion, but I think we're a little stuck here. And I got to get this guy back to our hands, so I think I have to sacrifice here. Play the Headless Rider. And hope I'm not dead. See, they got 5 mana. Can't activate that. Can't activate that. I don't think they can just kill us here, so one more turn to try and go off. Guess it's kind of fitting for, we're going to call this Historic Horsemen. The Headless Rider is kind of a key component out of the spellbook of Doom Traveler there, so interesting. And it looks like we're getting roped now. Gee, thanks, opponent. Getting roped always makes for riveting content. Oh yeah, definitely was getting roped there. Another rider, fantastic. Don't really want any of those, so we'll take the cheap one. Looks like the Arch Ghoul. See there, we want the Blade Stitch Scob because it makes extra zombies, which we can use for more mana. I don't want any of these. That's awkward. Let's try and cast a different one. We'll take the sifters here. Probably get rid of that Tovalar. Another Headless Rider, fantastic. Champion. See what I mean about non-deterministic? You're kind of at the mercy of whatever you get out of the spell book. So eventually you're probably going to get there. It's just a matter of how long it's going to take for you to get there. Well, I wish we had a black mana. Because that would let us go get our Karn. There's our way to cast it. I don't want any of those. I guess we'll go with the vampire. Steal that Allosaurus Shepherd. Make sure we don't die if we can't kill this turn. pretty sure our opponents just checked out over there, so we're just kind of going through the motions. I'm going to take all their stuff, I guess, and we'll see what kind of weird, crazy board state we can end up with. Maybe I'll fast forward through some of this. And it looks like we're running out of time here, so I think I'm just going to pass the turn and see what my opponent can do to my battlefield of zombies here. Yeah, my opponent is definitely checked out. Click on the Bolas horns a couple times, see if he comes back. Well, I think we've been successfully roped here. So if that's the case, I will catch you guys in just a minute for the wrap-up. Well, guys, that was Historic Horsemen. I hope you enjoyed it. It's kind of fun to play. I definitely don't think it's a deck you can play all the time. It would get kind of boring. And it certainly doesn't appear to be fun for our opponents, but hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you like this content, let me know. If you have another better name for Tuesday Tomfoolery, you can let me know that as well. I hate that name, but make sure you check out the podcast on Thursdays. Make sure you check out Brian's limited videos Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And we'll catch you next time.